What's up, everyone? Welcome back to episode 30 of the You Might Be Surprised podcast. Episode 30, man. It's crazy. It's a big milestone. I never thought I would ever record 30 of anything. But here we are, man. We've gone through different topics, funny topics, less topics. Some videos get more views, but in reality, I'm here for it, and can't wait to do 30 more of these podcasts. Let's get my socials out of the way. Follow my Twitter and my Instagram at YMBS_Chris. And if you just want to follow the podcast, it's You Might Be Surprised on Instagram. Also, I changed the YouTube title where these videos get uploaded. So if you want to find the podcast, if you're listening to this on audio, it's literally just search up You Might Be Surprised podcast and it'll show up, dude. It will show up. I decided this week that I was just going to have a YouTube channel dedicated to my podcast. I was uploading different vlogs and gaming videos, and I was like, if I want to do that, I'll do that separately. I want a channel that is based around my podcast, and I want that content to stay itself. And then I also created a second channel. Link will be in the description. And I'm going to become King Vlog and King other videos. You know, thinking about creating some podcasting tips, videos, and some vlogs, and kind of do like behind the scenes of the podcast and things like that. Haven't recorded anything. I tried recording like why you should start a podcast in 2021 video, and I like tried to make it all like, oh, because like everybody has a voice, and you know your opinions matter, and podcasting's so easy. All you need is a mic and a camera if you want, and just hit record and go. And for some reason, my speech wasn't letting me do that. My speech wasn't letting me do that. And I don't know why I'm singing. I need to stop, but it's my podcast. I can do what I want. Last episode, I was seeing if this pop filter made a dent, and it did. So I'm keeping it on, even though I think it looks a little weird. It is what it is, man. It makes it sounds better. I can do my sounds without it sounding crazy. And I'm here for it, dude. So today is Saturday, December 12th, and it's the first snow here where I'm living. So I'm in a bad mood. I don't like snow. I don't get people who ever like snow unless you're snowboarding or skiing. That's the only time I like snow, because I enjoy that. You want to know what I don't enjoy? Shoveling the driveway. And it's never just once. It's like 2 o'clock. It's 1:19, and I've done the driveway twice. Tell me why. Why? It's 1:19, I've done the driveway twice. Okay, for people that live in California or anywhere else besides the Midwest where they don't get snow, first of all, I hate you. Second of all, you don't get the struggle, dude. All right? You wake up before work, have to shovel. Okay? Get home from work, have to shovel. Before you go to bed, have to shovel. Okay? You wake up the next morning, guess what you have to do? It's definitely not take a nice hot shower. You have to shovel. So I hate the snow. I enjoy it on Christmas. Okay? Now, if I lived somewhere where it was warm and there wasn't snow on Christmas, I'd be a little like off, but I'd be okay with it. Anything where I just don't have to shovel will make me happy. It will make me happy. So I'm in an irritable mood. I got my special coffee here. It's a little bit of coffee and a little dab of Woodford Reserve. Not the best whiskey. Not the best whiskey at all. You want to know who has the best whiskey? Buffalo Trace. I had that on the rocks last night. Oh, so good. I'm obsessed with whiskey. I am literally obsessed with whiskey, and I can't figure out why I'm obsessed with it. I just like the classiness and the simplicity and how cool it can look. You go into a bar or you see a guy sipping on a glass of whiskey that has the thick ice cube in it, automatic man move. You're making man moves now if you start doing that. And that's where I'm trying to get my life to go. Granted, I don't need to be drinking every day, and I don't drink every day. I drink like once a week, and it's like a drink. A drink. So this drink right here, besides my one I had last night, they're like, this isn't anything even in it. I was just so freezing that I just poured some in because I knew it was gonna warm me up. And right now I'm sweating. I'm sweating, man. I can't. I hate the snow unless I'm snowboarding, dude. And also, it's just like all the extra work, like I said, plowing your driveway and shit. And just find somebody that likes that. Okay, find somebody that likes it. Oh, all right. Let's get into the hot takes, man. The reason why y'all are all here. Might change up the wording of hot takes because in reality it's just topics that I'm going through and talking about. What do I have first? Oh, Logan Paul versus Floyd. Now I'm not a sports analyst, and here's a hot take for that. This is Floyd Mayweather's biggest fight of his career. Okay, granted he is going to destroy Logan Paul. But there's that what if factor that if Logan gets him on the perfect punch, history could be made. If Logan Paul knocks out Floyd, the aliens are revealing themselves. But also, the reason why this is the biggest fight for Floyd and Logan, so let me break it down. For Logan, it's the biggest fight because he's going up against the best GOAT that's ever done it in a sport. Okay, Floyd is 49-0. The dude barely gets hit. The guy's made so much money and can barely read. Okay, so for Logan, this is the biggest opportunity that he has, and you know he's making bank. Okay, but for Floyd, the reason why this is the biggest fight of his career, if we look at it through the lens of popularity, if they do a perfect job of selling this fight, it is going to make history of pay-per-views. Okay, I don't think people realize how big of an influencer Logan Paul is. Okay? His YouTube channel has like almost 20 million views. He can go on Twitch and live stream and hundreds of thousands of people will watch him. The dude opened up Pokemon cards for 300,000 people. That's like 3 Staples Centers. Okay? If Logan can do his job and get his fans interested in boxing, and Floyd brings over the elite fans, the pay-per-view numbers are going to go through the roof. And the reason why this is the biggest fight for Floyd is because it's the biggest popularity fight that he's ever had. Logan has so much, has a bigger posse than Floyd that even if Logan does good, his fans are going to go and shit on Floyd. Okay? And it's not the opposite because boxing fans are very proper and pronounced that they're just be like, oh, he should have did this, this, and that. If Logan does good, Floyd's going to get destroyed. His reputation is going to get destroyed and his nightclub's going to get shut down. All right? That's how it is. And also, like I said before, I did a podcast all about Jake Paul. Okay? These guys, Jake Paul and Logan Paul, stay winning. I don't get how people aren't seeing what they're doing. I mean, people see it, but you can't do anything about it. Jake Paul and Logan Paul can call whoever the hell they want, and no matter if they win or lose, they're going to win in the end. The only way that they lose, the only thing I could think of is if they just don't sell enough pay-per-views. It's like if Logan Paul went and boxed, like, I think Logan Paul is beyond KSI now. There's literally no point. He's doing more, or like the Pauls are bigger than just YouTube boxing now because they can literally do They can call out anybody and make so much money. It's like they could, if they fought somebody random, then the views go down and that's how they lose and they don't get a big enough payday. But there's another one right around the corner. And it's getting kind of in their face. Like they're going to make so much money through doing these call outs and things like that. You see Jake Paul calling out Conor McGregor, Jake Paul calling out literally everybody. And I think he called out like Leonardo DiCaprio and not Tom Hanks, the guy from all the Mission Impossible stuff, the trillions of those. Okay, he's calling out all these guys because he knows he knows that one, he'll win. Two, it's gonna make him look like a bitch if they don't agree. And three, the payday for both of them is gonna be intense. These guys are gonna make a living just calling out people that want to see the fight happen. And it blows my mind. These two successful kids from Ohio have put themselves in such crazy places to be successful that it's so hard to hate. They're getting the bag of what we're all chasing here. Sorry. It's just it's crazy, man. I'm so happy from being in the world. Like I've been watching YouTube stuff for like forever, but it makes me happy seeing these people getting out and getting the bag, and I'm just trying to get a little scrape off of the tree. I'm just trying to tap in and kind of do my own thing. That's what I'm doing. And if anyone wants to box me, man, I'll fuck you up. That's how it is. I'll train. Me and my short arms will get right in there, dude. Get right in there. But in all reality, I can't wait to watch this fight. It's going to be such a good fight. And it's going to do huge numbers if Logan Paul can figure out a way to sell it. No matter what, it's going to be huge. But if he does the right marketing strategy and is a big enough troll, money. Okay? Money. All right. What's next on the list? What is next on the list? Oh, yeah. I had a mental breakdown this week. Okay? Because I went to therapy and I was speaking on just I can't figure out what I want to do with my life, and nothing that I do or have done has bring me like self-joy, or I'm like, oh, like this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. Working a 8 to 5 job makes I don't like it because I hate having only 4 hours after my day to go to the gym and do whatever else I want to do. Be creative, talk to friends, do something that makes me happy is so hard to do because I'm so tired. If I can figure out, I guess it's just I wish I had the mentality of somebody like when I went on stage and did comedy for the first time. I didn't have that moment where I was like, oh, this is it. This is what I'm doing for the rest of my life, no matter if I fail or win. I mean, I kind of have that with podcasting, and that's why I continue to do it, because I believe in myself. But plow trucks outside. But I haven't found that, and it makes me have anxiety because I'm 24, still live in parents' basement, even though I can move out at any time. Just I wish I knew what I wanted to do, and I guess that's the cool thing about life is inspiration will come and go. I think that's the one thing that I've done correctly in 2020 is I've acted on my inspiration. But it's just I envy a person who woke up and tasted coffee and was like, oh, I'm starting a coffee shop. Let me put everything I have into it. Coffee shop. Okay? I envy that. And I guess the more I talk about it now, it's more what I'm doing with this content creation. I just need to do it. Because I'm not looking to make money for that. I mean, making money from podcasting and creating online content would be cool. Don't get me wrong, but as of right now, I'm just enjoying the process. But I also do wish that I had it in my head, oh, this is what I'm doing. Let's go. It's very hard for me, and I don't know if it's the fact of me thinking that I'm gonna fail, or if it's like you like I don't know because I have lots of interests. It's the bad and good thing about it. Um, what else? Oh yeah, I want to go back to the comedy thing. I had like a hot take about comedy. I know I will go back and do comedy more at some point. I've been writing a decent amount, kind of. But I know at some point I'll go back and do that. It's just like everything that's going on in the world, I just can't go out and do it, and I wish that I could do it so I could talk more about it on the show. But also, I'm having a blast just talking about random shit. It's pretty fun, not gonna lie. What else? Oh yeah. So also this week, this is not really a hot take, but it's kind of a hot take. I think I deserve a girl that can rock a fedora. You heard me right. I think I deserve a girl that can rock a fedora. Okay? I think there's a certain type of stigmatism that comes behind that, a power move. And I think when 2021 comes around and I put myself back out there, that I deserve a girl that can rock a fedora, and I'm not taking anything less. I'm not. Because I like that type of girl who has like a power move. Like, I think the type of person for me, okay, we're talking about relationships now. We're talking about Chrissy B's relationship advice, more like just like what I'm looking for. Hey, girls, single, okay? Single. Get at me. Don't know where I was going with that, but I like the stigmatism that comes behind that. It's a power move, no. And also it's just like if you can rock a fedora, it's just like I feel like I deserve or like I want somebody in my life that's also chasing something, so we can like that's like a power move couple. Like we're both chasing something, and I haven't found that with anybody that I've talked to lately. And I was just thinking about it this week. I was like, hot take. I deserve a girl that can rock a fedora. Um, oh yeah. Also, it wouldn't. I have this. I have this note. Hot take. I think I deserve a girl that can rock a fedora. I'm funny, good looking, and I have to at least marry a girl who has a lake house. in in the vows, whenever we go to get married, I want her to whisper in my ear, "My parents said we can have the lake house." Ah, that's what I write in my notes, dude. That's what I write in my notes. But honestly, I would love to have a girl that just had a lake house and can rock a fedora. That's all I want. That's all I want in life. That's why I write my notes. Maybe that's why, like, whenever I sit down and do these podcasts, I'm like trying to figure out ways for me to rant and keep going. Oh my gosh. I feel like a lake house would be dope. It's not like a major selling point. Like if I marry a girl that doesn't have a lake house, it won't be the end of the world. But also it would be really cool. Just like an added bonus. It's just like I think the added bonus of like a girl is if you can rock a fedora, that's like an added bonus. But also if you have a lake house, it's just like an all inclusive wrap. I'm buying a ring now. You know? Dude. Oh, this podcast, man. You really might be surprised whenever you click on this. Yeah, you never know what the hell I'm gonna say. Also, okay, so here's like the main hot take. I need to stop just calling it hot takes and just like going with the flow, after 30 episodes of recording podcasts, you would think I know what the flying fuck I'm doing, but I don't. We're still learning and grooving. And maybe this podcast will never take off, but I'm glad that I'm doing it so I can figure out my speech and how to translate thoughts on the go. That's like the biggest thing I've learned from this. But I was scrolling through the gram this week, like I always do. I put timers on my Instagram and I put my social media in a folder on my phone that says meth dealer. because I know I'm going to it to get my fix, to spend obnoxious amount of time on it. And if you're like me, you probably follow a decent amount of celebrities. You know, we always like to follow them. We like to see what their life's doing. We like to get an inside look, so we can feel shitty about our lives and how we're not doing as much. Just me? Oh, sorry. Um, but one of the things that just makes no sense to me is like whenever you see The Rock or Chris Rock or Kevin Hart or anybody, they always have to start off a video like, "Hey guys, it's The Rock here." What we know? We're on your page. It'd be different if it was The Rock's Instagram and all of a sudden you're watching it and Riley Reid shows up and she's like, "Hey guys, it's Riley Reid and I'm with The Rock." That would be surprising and that would need an introduction. We don't need an introduction for you just saying, "Hey guys, it's The Rock here. By the way, buy my Terramaya tequila. Still haven't tried it. Don't know if I will, but I gotta try it, dude." They always have to like preach about something. If a celebrity says, "Hey guys, it's whoever it is," they're preaching about something. "Hey guys, it's Gal Gadot here. Just want to let you know that my movie comes out Christmas Day and also Save the Fish." Hey, if you're not saving the fish, leave. It's something, whatever type of BS that they're trying to do. You don't see comedians, you don't see like fitness people saying, "Hey guys, it's Steve Cook here. Let me show you how to do some squats." You know, it's always, they go right into it. But the celebrities, they have to let you know who they are. Hey, Kevin Hart, we don't need to know it's Kevin Hart. We see your face. Okay? It's always like the older ones. I'm so happy that like Tom Hanks never got into Instagram videos. The funniest one that I can think of is when OJ Simpson got on Twitter and Instagram, I believe. He used to say, he was like, "Hey guys, it's the juice here." So cringe. "Hey guys, it's the juice here. Just want to give you my football top picks. Also, by the way, didn't kill my wife." It's just like, how can we not know it's OJ Simpson? You know, the younger generation might need some help, but also, we clicked on your page to follow you, bud. If we see a video, it's gonna be from you. Okay? If it's any other celebrity on any other celebrity's page, be like, "Hey man, it's Ryan Reynolds." Then you can say something because it doesn't make sense. It bugs me. And maybe I'm spending too much time. I'm getting my fix from my meth dealer dude. But it's just the things that I see. I'm like, why? Like, why? I don't need to know this. I don't need to know that it's The Rock. I know it's The Rock. I clicked on your page, dude. I wanted to scroll through and see some motivational workout videos. Not you saying, "Hey, it's The Rock. It's The Rock." You know? Just something funny I thought of, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Um, but also, let's get into some pod deck questions. Some pod deck questions, man. Some pod deck questions. Shout out to Podex. This app is what fuels the end of my podcasts. Episode ideas. Let's check it out. One habit I'm trying to break. There is a habit that I'm actually trying to break right now, and that is to wake up whenever my alarm actually goes off. I don't know if you're like me. I wake up at 6 o'clock because I have to be to work early, and whenever it goes off, I automatically hit snooze. But like I don't go back to sleep, but I just like rest my eyes there, and I hit snooze about 3 times until it's about 6:30, and then I jump in the shower and take a 15-minute shower. That's 45 minutes wasted when I could have just got up right away, took a shower, and had more time afterwards. That's one habit I'm trying to break. And also going to the gym more. I used to be all about fitness. I used to go and spend 2 hours at the gym, dude. I used to be bulky. I used to be able to squat 400 pounds, bench like 300. And now I'm skinny, but I'm shredded. But I miss being I just need to go to the gym more so I can keep up my mental health. Honestly, I go to the gym more for my mental health than I do like actual fitness because like getting a workout just clears my mind. Does anyone just get done with the gym and they're like, oh, I think I know the answer to world hunger? That's how good you feel. I love the gym. I need to go more though. Probably will go after this podcast. Um, um, holiday traditions. We'll go back to this. Um, dang it, dude. I need to actually buy this Podex because we've gone over a lot of the questions. Um, we'll keep going though. We'll keep going. Left, down, up, right. Oh, we'll go to the relationship deck again since we're talking about it. Um, in a relationship, do you believe in joint or separate bank accounts? I haven't made it that far. Um, man, I've gone over these so much. This episode's gonna be weak, dude. This episode's gonna be weak. How dare you? I don't think I've done any from here. Who is the last person you stalked on social media? The last person I stalked on social media was actually Peter McKinnon, and yeah, I was stalking him so I can get some cool photo ideas and creation ideas. Um, And the reason why I was doing that is because I like taking cool photos and I like trying to make my podcast and whatever I do on camera look beautiful. That's why I bought a light behind me because it gives me like a little depth of field and makes it feel more homey. That's why I'm shooting in S-Log 2 because I can color grade it and make it look beautiful. Um, it's just all these little camera things I'm learning. So whenever I start to put my foot down and be like, hey, Chris, create more just for the sense of creating. Yeah, I look at him for inspiration. So yeah, that's why I was stalking him. What was your first kiss like? Oh boy, this is a good question. I remember my first kiss actually. It was at a fair. Okay, shout out to my first kiss. If you are watching this, you know. Um, my first kiss was at a fair, and I was hanging out with her. And I don't think we were dating, but we were talking. Um, and somehow like she was there with her mom and like her friends, and like she like her mom was like, "Don't you dare kiss that boy." And she's like, "Oh, whatever." And then I remember it like we were talking, and I pulled her aside, and I kissed her, and it was a really quick kiss because I didn't want anyone to see, dude. I didn't want anyone to see I was kissing, and it wasn't like a good kiss. It was like a little peck. I was like, you know, it was just like kissing was. I was such a bad kisser when I first started going out with girls. I got so nervous because I was like, what do I do? Like, you open up your mouth and just hope for the best. Is this what you do? There was no tutorials, dude. Kind of just go with the flow, and then at some point it works and you figure out the flow. But for that first kiss, it was just like a. But it was cool though. It was at a festival, cool lights, a festival, a carnival. Did I say festival? It was at a carnival, dude. My first kiss was at a carnival, not a festival. I guess a festival and carnival are kind of the same things, but carnival, festival, carnival, carnival. I hate that word. Hate that word. Anyways, um, what is the meanest thing that you have done? I'm not a mean dude, or I try not to be. The meanest thing I've ever done probably is whenever I'm playing COD, right? Okay, hear me out. when you die in Call of Duty, there's death um voices. So if I kill somebody, I can hear them say something for like 2 seconds. So the meanest thing that I've done recently, whenever I play Call of Duty and I die in Warzone, or if I die stupidly, I'm known to say, "Hey man, I hope you never find love." And I say that to every person that kills me. That's probably the meanest thing I've done in a while, because it's actually a very harsh thing to say to someone randomly throughout the internet who's just trying to have a good time and outplayed me. But when they kill me, I'm like, "Hey man, I hope you never find love." And normally the responses are like, "Fuck you, you're garbage, your mom." Um, and it's the toxicity of video games, man. The toxicity of video games. What is the most embarrassing thing that has happened to you this year? The most embarrassing thing that's happened to me this year. There hasn't been much. I mean, this year we've all been stuck inside. I think the most embarrassing thing to me was creating the podcast and putting it out there and announcing to people like, "Hey, I have a podcast. I'm doing me out here." Um, that was embarrassing for me a little bit. Not to the like actual that it was like embarrassing. I felt ashamed. It was more of just like in my own head, like not knowing what people were gonna say. So that was like the embarrassing part, and end up being completely fine, and no one really cares actually. But I would say that. And yeah, we're gonna end the Podex here. That is my podcast. It's episode 30, man. Here's to another 30 episodes, and here's to creating more content on my second channel, and here's to just You Might Be Surprised podcast and the fam that continues to listen to this podcast. Thank you guys so much. We're such a small fish in the big sea. I can't wait till we start taking some territory and making a name for ourselves, dude. Cold coffee and bourbon doesn't taste good. But yeah, make sure you follow my socials. YMBS_Chris is my Twitter and my personal Instagram page. If you just want to follow the show, which You Might Be Surprised, I post photos whenever I'm about to record a bunch of cool clips from the episode, so you don't have to listen to me for 30 minutes. And also, it's just a cool place to be. You can become a part of family. We hit 50 followers, dude. 50 followers. It's pretty cool. And then the link will be down below for my second channel. If you don't see it right away, then just know that it's not done yet, because I want it to be looking nice. And that is about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Chris. You've been beautiful. Try something new. You might be surprised what happens. Peace, guys. Oh yeah, thumbnail. What should I do? I deserve. I'll just do it like this. Peace.